You know how some stories just feel ancient, like they're woven into our DNA? The story of falling apart and then being put back together again, that's one of them. It's this universal map for transformation, and it shows up in myths all over the world. Today, we're going to follow that map, from a brutal fall into the sea, all the way down to a shimmering city made of crystal. Let's dive in.
Nietzsche gives us the perfect place to start. What's he really saying here? He's saying that to really handle all the muck that life throws at you, you have to become something bigger, something vast and deep, like the sea itself. This whole idea sets the stage for a journey into the water, not as an ending, but as a way to become clean again.
All right, so our journey kicks off, as so many of the great ones do, not with a step forward, but with a fall, a rejection, a plunge into the deep, dark unknown. Okay, so picture this. You have a village, and their whole faith is built around this one sacred vessel. But a young boy, with that innocent, honest kid logic, just blurts out the truth. Hey, this stuff is foul. For the villagers, though, this isn't honesty. It's blasphemy. And that one moment of truth, that's what gets him tossed out, pushed right off the cliff into the sea.
You know, there's actually an ancient name for this kind of experience, katabasis. It's the classic hero's journey into the underworld, basically a symbolic death. So this fall, it's not just a punishment. It's the first absolutely essential step. It's the start of this sacred process where you're torn down so you can be reborn.
Because here's the twist. When our hero hits the water, he doesn't just find darkness and despair. He finds a gateway. He discovers this unbelievable world that just shouldn't exist. A city made of crystal, shimmering in the abyss.
It's wild, right? Different cultures dream up this impossible place, but they all use such similar language. You've got Atlantis, this perfect blend of tech and nature. Then you've got these cities of light, built by angels. But look at what they have in common. Towers of light, crystal structures, a feeling of total harmony. It's like everyone's tapping into the same beautiful dream.
And the details get even cooler. We're not just talking about one big crystal palace. These myths describe entire ecosystems, crystals that are alive, huge monoliths, and even some that are supposedly doorways to other dimensions. It's a world literally built from light and consciousness. So here's the big takeaway. The Crystal City isn't a place you can find on a map at the bottom of the ocean. It's a symbol. It's a physical representation of a higher reality, of spiritual wisdom, of how everything is connected. It's the destination your soul arrives at after everything else has been stripped away. But this journey to this incredible external city, it actually ends up revealing something much deeper. The real discovery is an inward one. It's a journey to the center of the self. Which leads to a really important question. Who is the person actually walking through these crystal corridors? Who is having this revelation?
It's not the man the villagers rejected. All his baggage, the anger, the arguments, his old identity, all of that got washed away in the fall. The person who's left, the one who can actually see this city for what it is that eternal, innocent child inside. The very same spirit who was brave enough to speak the truth in the first place.
There's this fantastic story about St. Augustine that captures this perfectly. Here you have one of the smartest people in history trying to wrap his giant brain around this infinite spiritual mystery. And who points out the flaw in his thinking? A little kid on a beach. The boy shows him that trying to fit the whole ocean into a tiny hole in the sand is impossible. Some truths are just too big for our minds. You have to feel them with the simple wisdom of a child. So once he's found this inner truth, the hero can't stay in the Crystal City forever. The journey of katabasis has to come full circle. He has to go back to the surface and bring this new wisdom into the world.
But getting back isn't as simple as just swimming up. It's a whole process in itself. The crystal world, now that its job is done, it just dissolves. And what washes up on the shore isn't the man who fell in. It's something, or someone, completely new.
The rebirth is literal. He comes back as a baby, utterly pure, totally vulnerable. He's found and taken in by a new family. But here's the thing. This new life, this being born from a truth the old world couldn't handle, is disruptive. His arrival forces everyone around him to change. It fractures their old reality.
Rumi gives us the perfect spiritual lens for this. He basically says every transformation feels like a death, but it's not a loss, it's a promotion, it's an upgrade. You never become less by dying to your old self. You become more. It's all just a journey of evolution, of leveling up.
And with that, the hero has completed the cycle.
He's journeyed to the other world and come back, forever changed. In the language of myth, he's now a master of two worlds. He can live in the physical world, but with the wisdom of the spiritual.
This makes me think of this incredible parable. It says our true work is this voyage, this adventure. The story is about these creatures who spend their lives clinging to rocks at the bottom of a river, thinking that's life. But one of them finally lets go, and after that initial moment of terror, the current lifts him up and he learns to fly. Our real work isn't the clinging, it's daring to let go.
And that's really the heart of it all. The story of the drowned man and his crystal city isn't just some fairy tale. It's a psychological and spiritual roadmap. It shows us that sometimes our most painful falls are what lead to our greatest discoveries, and that real wisdom is about finding that fearless, honest kid inside ourselves again.
So I'll just leave you with this. The river of life, it's always flowing, always inviting us on this journey. The only real question is, what rock are you clinging to?